Welcome, everybody, to the John and Dan Unscripted podcast. I'm John.
I'm Dan. Hello. Welcome to our show.
Hi.
I'm excited about today's show, John.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Dan.
Tell them what we're going to talk
Well,
about.
first of all, I want to know how you're doing today.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm doing awesome. Doing
Good.
very well. Thanks for asking.
Well, good. I'm glad because
about
it's
you?
important to me that you're feeling good.
Well, I am.
Because if you're not,
Nope.
well, we got to do this another time. Ooh, I banged the mic. Anyway,
Well, wait a minute. Now, how are you feeling today?
mediocre. When you get to my age, you'll understand someday that
You're not that much older than me.
Ah,
Thanks. You're painting a real dim picture of
I
my
got-
future, John.
I got half a decade on you, buddy. Anyway, today we want to talk about something that's near and dear to most people's
I think
hearts.
it's near and dear to everyone's heart.
I think it is.
Except the hamster lovers.
Hamster lovers and emus. So that insurance company, they gotta get out of here.
What the hell did that come from?
I don't know, but you said hamsters. I can go with emus.
You go from hamsters to emus.
Well-
There's a big leap there, John.
There's a little leap.
All right, all right.
The emus have
Stay on
longer
topic,
legs.
stay
That's
on
about
topic.
it. Anyway,
Anyway,
we're going to talk about the difference between and what is your favorite pet between a dog and a cat.
dogs and cats.
Dogs and cats.
That's right.
Dogs versus cats. Well,
Very,
everybody
very excited.
knows all the typical pros and cons of each of those different critters. But we want to bring some stuff to the table here that maybe you never thought of. Right, Dan? Why don't you start with point number one?
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about it. Well, I'm not going to tell you which one I like, but why cats and dogs? Well, wait. Why cats are better than dogs? How's that? We'll start out with cats. You want to start out with cats? One thing that I know about cats is they're very independent. Cats are known for their independent nature, which makes them well suited for people who have a busy lifestyle. They kind of do their own thing. That's one thing I was thinking about.
Yeah, but that independence kind of bugs me because I want this critter to need me, to want me, to not feel like it's better than me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now, I know that's pretty much the common feeling for most creatures when they're around me. They all feel better than me. But cats just have this attitude that pisses me off. What else can I say?
I would say a majority cats are that way, but I know some cats that have some great personalities. For example, the cat we have now comes running when I go outside, and he wants me to pet him and hold him and all that stuff.
Well, if I could find a cat like Garfield, I might change my mind. But so far, there's no Garfield out there.
Okay. Want me to say another
please
thing that
do.
just popped in my head? Cats are very low maintenance for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. Cats generally require less effort in terms of grooming, bathing, and then exercise. You got to exercise your dogs. And the cats, they're out running around chasing mice all day.
I'd agree with that.
And
I'll give them the check mark for being low maintenance. Absolutely.
Yeah, they sleep like 21 hours a day or something like that. Some
Yeah,
ridiculous thing.
They suck. Sorry.
Well, let's just jump to the end of the show. We know what John likes.
Well,
We got to wait till the big reveal at the end,
nobody
John.
would guess what I like, Dan.
Put it in the comments below whether you think John likes cats or dogs. I'm thinking 100% of the people that respond to the comments are going to get it right.
Probably.
So there's me. I'm the only one left. You don't know whether I like cats or like dogs.
Dan, you're an enigma. You've always been.
I'm a corpiconia of knowledge.
Okay, we'll go with that too.
Okay.
What's point number 3 for you on your cat?
Well, it's litter box convenience. When the dog goes out in the backyard, you just craps everywhere. Unless you have them pretty well trained, they go in a certain spot. But
Okay.
cats are pretty much naturally inclined to use the litter box, indoor cats,
Right.
which means you don't have to take them out in the middle of the night for them to go to the bathroom.
Right. That's true.
Well, and it could be raining or snowing or sleeting or tornadoes or hurricanes.
Then you lock the door behind you, right?
You got a lot going on. Well, yeah, and then your wife doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
Hello, let me in. Boom, 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 let me in.
Right.
Oh, God, she's wearing those earplugs again.
What's next?
Let's see.
You got any other good cat pointers?
Oh, yeah, well, let me just go through a thing. There's space requirements. You don't need a lot of space for cats.
Okay.
Dogs, they need more space to run around in, right?
Okay.
And then cats are much more quieter generally than dogs. Dogs can be really obnoxious at certain times. That's interesting. I think overall they're quieter, much more affectionate sometimes. I don't know if I agree with that point, but cats generally can be the ones that are very affectionate. They just won't leave you alone. So
Okay.
anyway, while the cats, they're very independent. They very much like their owners to cuddle with them and things like that, which is nice.
Do you know what a cat's favorite color is?
No.
Purple.
But
Sorry.
okay. All right, and they're very playful and entertaining. Anyway, they're a lot of times people use them for stress relief. They're very relaxing. They're very mellow. Again, this is speaking in generalities, so
Yeah.
the health benefits. You own a cat. There are health benefits, obviously, to dogs, but it's been proven that people with cats have a lower risk of heart attack or heart disease, reduced blood pressure, and then overall health improves. People that have cats.
But I think that's true for dog owners
Very
as
much
well.
so. Very much so. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Dan, I saw a crazy neighbor just the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact. Yeah, she was talking to her cat.
No, really?
Yeah, she was talking to it, looking
People
at
talk
it
to their animals.
like the cat understood what she was saying.
Of course.
So I went back inside my house, grabbed Lucy the Wonder Dog and Sweet Ginger, and I said, girls, you won't believe what I just saw. This lady was talking to this cat,
Well,
much like
John,
I'm talking to you now.
I hate to bring this word up, but we need to later in another show talk about being hypocritical.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
That's episode 17 or something. Okay.
17.
Anyway, continue your listing.
Okay, well, there's allergy benefits to them. They're often allergy friendly. Odor control. Dogs can be pretty smelly at times, but so can cats if you're not cleaning the litter box. And this is assuming you are cleaning the litter box quite frequently.
Okay.
The cats have a smaller ecological impact on the environment.
Oh, God,
Can you
forbid
believe that one?
more global warming, right?
I know, really, exactly. Well, I don't know if you've had a cat versus a dog when they go to the bathroom. Dog, much more significant. Cats, they're very discreet. They like to go behind bushes or places where no one can see them.
That's right. Places you can't find the source of the stink, so it's there forever.
Yeah, and cats generally are more easily adaptable to travel if you put them in a little cage.
Yeah.
I've had some cats. I don't know if I agree with that, but anyway, I just thought of that, so I thought I'd say that. And then aesthetic appeal. When you have friends come over, it's a good way to have them leave early. Like, oh my God, I got to get out of here with these cats.
My dogs do that to people. Absolutely.
Yeah,
you should know that. Right?
I knew someone. I was spending the night at a really good friend of mine's house. Hi, Mark. How you doing? And middle of the night,
hey, Mark.
Person I was with, all of a sudden had to leave in the middle of the night, and we were like an hour and a half away from home. And I'm like, well, what's going on? And she said, well, I'm having an allergy attack for the cat. And I said, couldn't you have an allergy attack like at 8 o'clock rather than at 2 o'clock in the morning? But they can't control it. So unfortunately, a lot of people are allergic to cats, which is not good. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up. That's enough for cats. I am tired of talking about cats. John, do you have a few good points about dogs?
I absolutely do, Dan.
Since you obviously favor one more than the other, you gave away the big giveaway at the end of the show.
Not necessarily I favor one over the other, but sometimes I do.
Okay, so think of some things that you think that are significant about dogs that owners of dogs would prefer.
You had mentioned that cats sleep a lot. They do.
They do.
But in that vein, I knew this guy who had a male cat, a really fluffy male cat, and he slept on his bed.
Yeah, quite often they do.
You know what he named him?
Sleeper on the bed?
No. Himalayan.
Oh, yeah. No, my brother had a Himalayan cat. My brother and sister-in-law.
I think
Chirpa.
I think you missed the punchline.
Well, wait a minute. I thought you were trying to be educational about that.
No, I was trying to be funny, but I know that doesn't work well with everybody every time.
Well, my brother and sister-in-law had a cat. It was Himalayan, and they named him Chirpa.
Oh, yeah.
Chirpa.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
But back to dogs now, because this is the important part.
Okay.
Dogs are loyal. First and foremost, they have this loyalty to their masters, to their owners, to the people that they belong to.
Mm-hmm.
And that is such a strong emotional bond. They make incredibly dedicated companions to the people that have them.
I would say 100% of the dogs that I've had in my life are like that too.
Absolutely. Dogs are much more social than cats. They're highly social animals who show emotion. They wag their tails. They greet you if you've been gone for 5 minutes, like you've been gone for 5 years.
Right. They
just,
become part of their pack. You become part of their pack.
the leader.
Or they become
hopefully
part
the
of your
leader
pack.
of the pack. Yes, we want to be the alpha.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that later, John.
Yeah,
but-
I know.
Who's wearing the pants in your family?
That Lucy and Ginger, man, they got
Yeah.
me
Well, they're
around
so-
their little toe.
It's their fault though, because they're so damn cute.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They make excellent exercise buddies. So if you want to go for a
Yes,
run,
they do.
A lot of dogs like to swim. Don't think I've seen a cat swim.
Have you taken them in your pool in your backyard, the big Olympic pool that you have?
No. Since
Try to stay away from
no, not since I've doubled the size of it. I haven't.
Yeah.
Since
Since that horrific pool accident you suffered as a child.
right, exactly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, go ahead.
Right, dogs are trainable. You can teach a
Oh,
dog
they are.
tricks.
Wow.
You can. Well, some are. Speaking for my dogs, maybe not so much, but
Oh, come on.
they're getting better. They're still young. They're only 2-ish, and
Right.
they'll get there.
Okay. You say so.
Dogs have protective instincts. I've never
Yes, they
really
do.
seen a cat protect its owner, but many dogs will stand in front of you and the threat.
Have you ever seen a cat, when there's a cat and a dog that live in the same house and the dog goes to get in a fight with something and the cat comes running out and just bulldozes the thing? They're very loyal to their other animal friends.
I've seen those types
Have
of
you?
videos. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's amazing. And
It is.
dogs are very much that way
But
as well.
there was a thing on TV, a show about the most ferocious animal, pound for pound, and it turned out to be the household cat.
No.
Yes, the household cat is
Wow.
the most vicious.
Let me write that down so I don't
hunter
forget.
for its size. Yeah.
How do you spell cat, John?
K-A-T.
Okay, thanks.
Dogs also can give those who are a little emotionally disturbed.
Okay.
And even us normal people. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, now you're getting personal, John. I'm personally offended.
Emotional support.
Yes.
They're good for.
Yes. Yeah. Where was I yesterday? And I saw a young lady with I was at Walmart, and she had a little pouch and this cute
Yeah.
little adorable dog, and the dog's looking out, going, I want to get the Lucky Charms. No, we can't have Lucky Charms because they're not good for you. We got to have the healthy food. Anyway, I digress.
Okay, and a lot of dogs are wonderful for assistance for the disabled, handicapped,
Right.
those needing. It's kind of in line with the emotional support.
Yeah.
But,
Yep.
they're there for helping guide the visually impaired and a lot of other ailments.
Right. Good point.
Dogs are workers. You can teach dogs to herd sheep or pull a load of bricks in a wagon, or I don't know, just stuff. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
My dogs are my babies. They don't have to work.
Kind of noticed that, John.
Dogs are playful. They
Yes.
will play
For the
with
most
you,
part,
and
yes.
They will, but most dogs.
Well,
are.
your dogs are very playful, but I've
They
known some dogs that don't like to get near you. Really, they're
There's some of those.
a little scary. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think that's more on their owners, don't you think?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
also think that it's a species-driven thing as well.
Do you really?
Not species, but breed. a
Yeah, no, I know
breed-driven
what you're talking
thing.
about. Yeah,
Some of the more protective breeds, German Shepherds, Dobermans, Pit Bulls, Rottweilers,
yes. Well, they get a bad rap too.
they do get a bad rap. And I think a lot of that, like you said, goes back on the owners.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Dogs can make great companions for children. There's nothing like having a pit bull sit in the crib with your newborn child to make sure they keep them company.
That's right.
I've
Known some
I used to
very loyal
spread
pit bulls.
peanut butter
that's
over my
one
kid's
breed,
face so that
Do
they
ya?
would lick them.
just to make sure they stay close.
Yet, No Nose Nancy, she got that name as a result of that peanut butter smear.
Right.
My kid Nancy. No Nose. Okay. Maybe we'll cut that part out.
Okay.
What else? Dogs love adventures. They, unlike cats, they don't get locked into this one little comfort zone. Dogs love to run out around
Yes.
in the mountains and on the beach
yep.
and all that kind of stuff.
Camping, hiking.
And
absolutely.
I alluded to a little bit earlier about, you're gone for 5 minutes and the dog acts like, you've been gone forever.
You have to leave for 5 minutes. I can leave for 30 seconds.
30 seconds even.
Right.
But that's unconditional love. The dog is going to love you.
Yes. Either
to the ends of the earth.
Either unconditional love or a very short memory.
And the final thing I have to say about dogs that is maybe the best thing about them is they each have their own personality. It's amazing how, you can have two dogs from the same breed and you've raised them the same way, just like your children.
Yes.
They have distinct personalities, and they really mirror the human personalities in a lot of ways.
That's one of the best traits in my opinion.
It is really one of the best traits.
Yep.
But those are the dog attributes in the way I see them.
Okay. Well, those are some good points, John.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
But regardless of what's your favorite, a dog or a cat, you should always be nice to your cats, to your dogs.
Without question. That's a given.
Because you never know.
Yep. You could be a cat in your next life, and that would be ugly.
Well, yeah, but you don't want them to take on a petty revenge on you.
That's right. Boy, you're dark.
You get it?
You didn't tell me.
Petty?
You didn't tell me.
Petty.
We're going to go dark with this one, John.
Well, that was supposed to be funny again,
wow,
Dan. But,
with the dog in the crib and the peanut butter, and now you're talking about this. It's like overwhelming, John.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you have it.
I think there's some good points about cats and dogs. So
Dan, you need to reveal what's your favorite.
Big reveal. Drum roll. I like both. I like cats and dogs. I do. I love them both. I don't know what to say.
Dan, that's like going to a movie where you expect it to be really good and the end just drops out and there's just... I want my money back.
Well, if I preferred one over the other, if I was in a corner, I would edge a little bit towards dogs.
Of course. Of course, you have to.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us.
That's all the time we have.
We hope we didn't bore you totally to death with our dog-cat
we got some great points. And we appreciate you joining us today on the John and Dan Show.
All righty.
Absolutely. Always glad to have you here.
Until next time.
Yep.
Stay cool.
Stay cool.